Hello there. So yeah, man, it's Daniel here. So yeah, man, today was interesting. I feels like yesterday I fumbled so bad, like with the objection handling guy, with the objection handling, yeah, with the objection handling, during the mock call. I say, you know what? I'm gonna focus completely on building this shit in a way that I can just memorize, the words, and then it's more easy because I was lost yesterday, So yeah, and I bought some t-shirts and they got here like it was really cool, man. Like it's even better than what I expected. This fucking mosquitoes, man. These fucking flies. Anyway, so I did that. Basically, my day was only that, and also I got updates from the interview. Like I passed to the next phase, and honestly, I'm impressed. Be very honest, man. Like, yeah, I'm confident, but I'm not like I'm not the type of guy who just ignore his own flaws. Like I'm honest. If I was in their place, I wouldn't pass me to the next phase. You know, but well, they did it, and well, the offer's not bad. So yeah, now that I remember. So about the offer that I was in, like the guy, he kind of fired me, but like I wasn't dying, so like I was already ready to just hop off the offer. So yeah, and then like I sent him a message. I said, yeah, man, like you didn't get any new leads, you didn't get any new leads, and like you want to redial, and like said, oh, but you must redial the, like with this strategy, bro. No, like redial leads like from the SMS, like it's just useless. Like he knows that. He knows that. He was just like, like the guy is just too proud to admit that he's wrong. So, and then like by the end of it, I didn't even get the the call, the sales call that I wanted. So what? Fuck it. I said, take care, man. Like I was pissed. Don't get me wrong, but I was like that's funny because like when I was in the offer, still trying to get hold of the recording, I was pissed. I was like very angry. Like to the moment that like he said, yeah, you're out, you're gone. I feel like pity for that guy. Not pity, but just it's so pathetic. Like honestly, like from the bottom of my heart, it's just so pathetic, so little, so I don't know. It's just so small, Like I said, you know what? Oh, that's okay, dude. Take care, man. Like, like it's like a child. I don't know. Like so weird, I was like, yeah, man. Yeah, okay, okay. You know. Fuck this flies today. They're crazy. They are crazy. But yeah, man. Fuck it. And basically, I spent the whole day doing the objection handling guide, and I'm really satisfied with the results of that. And also, I had to buy some groceries. I think no, yeah, that was other day. Oh yeah. I saw like someone, that I went um shit, what's the word? Like we've been to the same school. To the same school, yeah. We've been to the same school, and like, yeah, man, like I see that guy, he's not all fat, That like, I mean that by itself doesn't mean much, Okay, Like he's very young, man. Like I would say like he's like I'm 20, but like I would say like he's 19, like but like he's no, he looks like he's already in his late 20s, like 26, 27, just because of the band, right? And I say, yeah, man, like the only thing that I can talk with these people is like, how about the work? What are you working like? Because that's the only thing. Like, what else are you gonna talk about? Like No, we're adults. No, even though like we're still teenagers. You know? I feel like even like your brain full develop after 27. So like when you're 28, 28 years old, then like you're considered an adult because your cortex, no, your prefrontal cortex is completely developed, and then like you can say like, oh, you're an adult. So like before that, like you're still a teenager. But like anyway, um, I saw her say, yeah, man, how was it work? She said, yeah, man, I'm unemployed. I said, oh, okay, oh, that's not a problem. I was in your shoes just recently. I'm still in, actually, because I got fired from the offer. So I understand that. I mean, that's understandable. So I said, yeah, man, are you applying for offers? I said, yeah. I said, man, that's a problem, bro. She said, how many? How many have you applied? I said, no, 80. Oh, 80 is not bad. Like, yeah, during the month. I was like, oh, no, man, like, you gotta do 60 per day. That was the thing that I did. I did, like, I think I did in 2 days when I got to the 95, I applied for 160 offers in 2 days. Like, to the moment that I was already in the offer, on-site offer, 95, I was still getting replies from the time that I've applied for offers. So yeah, man, volume negate flood. So yeah, you know. And like I could see, that's it. That's it. That's it. Because I think now I don't know. Now that I'm thinking, I don't know if it was like his sister or his girlfriend. But she look at me, with those. I know. Like regardless if you're a boy or a gal, when those eyes like of. I mean, yeah, this girl, this guy, he's she's gorgeous, he's handsome. Like those eyes are like, fuck it, man. Because like I don't have interest because, like, but like for me, the guy or the girl that you are with, your partner, like his her quality, you know, like, let's say this is very delicate topic, but like his value as a human being in terms of his qualities, his values, how like, that's reality, bro. How much this person makes per year, you know, like it's like for me, like even though like I mentioned that, fuck, it's fucking flies, bro. Even though I mentioned like how much they make per year, the values they're way more important because there's a lot of people they just don't know any better, but like they are hard workers and like they have their values. So like for me that doesn't matter that much, but like if their values are like uh, disingenuous and like it's kind of flicky, sleepy, what's sleepy Jimmy, right? Uh, like that, like if you choose that person to be your partner, that tells a lot about you. So like, fuck man, like if you choose that person, nah, bro, I don't know. I don't know, bro. Mm-mm-mm-mm. But yeah, I bought the things, and then tomorrow's gonna be a day, man. I'm gonna take this off, the beard, and also I'm gonna trim a little there. I'm still gonna let it grow, let it rip, bro. But yeah, man. And got back. I finished the thing here, and yeah, man. Also, I have to schedule the next call with them, about the offer. So yeah, man, it's gonna be fun. So, well, actually, it was a really good day. I really, like I'm still, getting distracted and all, but like I was very, focused on one task only, which is to build the objection handling guide. So like, yeah, man, I'm just gonna focus on that. And I did it. I finished, and well, like now it's just a matter of practice and practice and practice and practice. Tomorrow I have some. I think I have two mock calls tomorrow. One I know the guy is gonna show up because he's trustworthy. I've done a couple of mock calls with him, and then there's this new guy. I don't know if he's gonna show up. So yeah, man, let's see how that goes. But yeah, man, that's it. Let's keep moving forward and let's conquer. Take care.
Bye.